everybody, it's the Crazy Uncle. I'm back. And you know what? I'm here to piss a few people off. And you know who I'm here to piss off? People who are trying to play you. Because over here with the Crazy Uncle, you're being set up for success, not for failure. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about first dates. Now, for some people, you're probably like, first dates? I've been on a first date before. Yeah, how did it go? Unless you're married right now, your first date probably sucked something fierce. And not in a good way, that's for sure. Unless you're one of those guys who pays for your dates. Regardless of all that, if you have not gone out and done the dating or haven't done dating in a while, listen close. Most everybody, if you've been around things like the red pill content, you have heard most of this, but not all of it. And I'm going to break this down and give you a few examples while I'm at it. First things first, getting the date, not always easy. You're going to hit a lot of rejections. And guess what? When the woman says no for the first time, walk away. If she says, how come you didn't keep asking? She's trying to play you, motherfucker. Okay? No, absolutely not. That is wave off. Absolutely wave off. Do not deal with that shit at all. Cut sling load. You're done. If she wants to play games, she's not someone for you. She's still a mental child. She hasn't graduated from like 5 years old. Real women don't play those stupid games. And if you're a real woman, you know what I'm talking about. So once you actually get the date, first date, that's great. You set up a time. Make sure you set up a time, you get the number. And if she puts the number in your phone right in front of her, you hit, hold on a second, send. And if it's fake number, just be like, wow, that's rude, and just walk away. Don't say anything else. Just basically insult them for being absolutely rude, being a piece of shit, and walk away. That's it. Don't just leave it as one quick thing and walk the fuck away. You don't need it. Once you can get the first date, here's what you got to do. First things first. Understand that first dates are only to get to know the person. Just like anywhere else in the Western world. A first date is just to get to know people. If you've known this person since you were a kid, chances are you've always been in a group. See what they're like by themselves. Okay, first date, just to get to know by themselves, away from the group, away from their friends. Now, be careful. I'm going to go over a few things that they're going to pull on you that are actually, they're playing games. And again, pop smoke, freaking cut sling load, and run for the tree line, motherfucker. Just leave. They're not worth your time. But that's all the first date is for. Now, for a first date, you get to, I don't care if you're text messaging, calling them, anything. A first date is one drink, coffee, alcohol. It is never, ever, ever a meal. The only time you can possibly swing a meal is breakfast. And that right there, if you're an early riser type person, then usually for second date, you take him out for breakfast. If not, you simply meet him for coffee or at a bar for a drink. Never, ever, ever open a tab, ever. Don't ever do that. You pay in cash. I'm going to say that again. You pay in cash. I'm going to say that one more time because this way it'll stick. Pay in cash, you stupid piece of shit. The reason you pay in cash is so she doesn't decide to order a bunch of drinks for her friends. Not that I might know something about this one. And then suddenly you're left with like a $200-300 bill and you didn't even realize it. And then what are you going to do? They're gone. They disappear. Oh, we thought it was just a gift. And they'll play that stupid game. They think it's cute. It's not cute. It's insulting. Now, I'm going to do a whole nother video on the way women actually phrase things which are completely incorrect. They use the wrong words, but we can get into that. They'll think a lot of this is cute. It's not cute. It is actually insulting. It's disrespectful. If they disrespect you, get up, walk the hell away. Pay your part of the bill and be gone. Now, when you show up for your drink, show up early, get your drink, sip on that SOB, and wait till they get there. Since it's only for a coffee or a drink, if you want to go and actually purchase said drink, that's fine. then you're only out however it costs for a drink nowadays. In most bars, it's what, $20 for a drink? You know, domestic beers, $15. I know I'm being facetious, but it's getting that bad. And women will be like, oh, you must be broke. Really? Then you pay for the drinks. If they say you're broke, say, okay, here, you cover the bill. You got the money, I'm broke, you cover the bill. And watch their attitude change. Try not to do that on a first date. It is what it is. But just remember, one drink, you finish your drink, and you excuse yourself as politely as possible. If things are going well, then you could say, hey, I have to be somewhere. I only had this amount of time. How about we set up time for another date? That's how you do it. That is how it's done. No fuss, no muss, no big to do about anything. Now, here's the fun part. For first dates in particular, and you will get this a lot over text message, and these are always fun to read, so make sure you actually hold on to them and post them on Reddit or something, because we just enjoy the crap out of these. You need to stand your ground. You choose you as the man, you as the guy with the cock and balls. Actually, well, nowadays that doesn't fly for a man, now does it? Whatever. Be the freaking man. Reach down. Are they still there? You stand your ground. You choose the location, and it's your choice whether or not you're going to pick them up or not. I don't recommend that, but it is what it is. If you want to pick them up, that's fine. That being said, I do not recommend that you pick them up in case the date just sucks. It's not like I have experience on that. That's your first date. It is no extra. Now, I'm going to throw in just a couple little examples from what I had to go through, because I've done this a lot. One, if they start insisting, oh, I only date for meals, just tell them, all right, never mind, have a good day, and watch the fireworks, because again, and save that shit and post it somewhere so we can see how they're freaking the fuck out, because it's entertainment for the rest of us. And you're going to be laughing your butt off like, woo, man, I didn't dodge a bullet. I dodged an artillery round as they're freaking the hell out. They'll insist on, oh, I don't do coffee dates. Then I guess you don't date, do you? The only way I would say you don't do coffee dates is if you don't drink coffee, which does happen on occasion. Also, you set the time. If they insist to, okay, they might change the time a little bit. Just tell them, hey, I've got this amount of time. This is my block right here. This is how much time I have to be somewhere at this other time, and boom, do it that way. Again, this is first date stuff you're dealing with. Since you set the time, since you showed up early, expect them to be on time. This is the very first test. It's not a shit test. This is a personality test. If they want to shit test you by showing up late, we have these wonderful things nowadays. We have these things called cellular phones. You can get a text message. Somebody stuck at a stoplight, running late. Send. Okay, that's enough for you to hold up. If you do not get a text, you give her an extra 5 minutes just in case. 5, 10, whatever yours is. Do not ever go over 50. Actually, I don't recommend you go over 10 ever. Give that buffer zone just in case. If they're late, you get in your vehicle and you just leave, or you hoof it out of there. You just leave. I've had this happen. I was up as a recruiter in Buffalo. She was going to meet me at the Tim Hortons. I waited an extra 10 minutes, drank my nice coffee. I even had a little pastry when I was there, which was actually against my diet at the time. And I waited the extra 5 minutes. She didn't show. No text, no nothing. I got in my car, and as I had just put it in reverse, I saw her pass behind me and pull in, and I was like, fuck this shit. I backed up and I left. She asked me, where are you? I responded, you were late. I left. And I immediately blocked her number because I knew what was going to happen. I didn't want to deal with it. You need to have your own standards. Keep that standard. This is first date. First date. One singular date, okay? This is only for the first date. After that, you've got a rough idea of how they are. If you're willing to go on a second date, maybe we'll do a video on date number 2. Aside from that, I don't have anything else to say except good luck, people. And make sure you wrap it up too. Because you know what? First dates might go really well, but if that first date goes really well, you might want to double wrap it. And that's the end of this video. This is your crazy uncle, and I'm punching out.